actually live at 4. There we go. All right, now we've got our picture. All right. Okay. Oh, and what a lovely picture it is. That's okay. It's all right. It'll get better. Okay. Let me get my notes. My notes. Okay. Yep, here they are. Okay. All right. Okay. How are we doing here? We got 2 minutes. All right, 2 minutes till curtain. Probably less. Probably more like a minute and a half. Let's see. Okay. YouTube is apparently already running. All right, I'm just waiting till 4 o'clock on my other two, and it looks like I got about a minute for that. So we'll see. This is when I wish I had that clock on my computer that actually counted down the seconds, but I don't think it will. Oh, it will. Okay. All right, I have the seconds counting down now. For those of you who are hanging in with me on YouTube. Okay, let me... I'll wait till we get to like 55. We're at 37. And I will go live. Alright, I'm going to hit go live there. Okay, and now I am going to hit go live on Facebook. Look at that, we're perfectly at 4 o'clock. Wow. Okay. Good news is we made it to Friday. Hooray, hooray, hooray. I know it was a terrible week. Not as bad as last week, but it was still kind of a rough week. Then we had the time change, and for those of us that are in that part of the country, I know that didn't affect everybody. But I'm hoping your week got better as it went along. Mine certainly did. As you can see, I'm wearing my green since it's St. Patrick's Day weekend we're rolling into. I'm a nervous Rex. I booked a Disneyland Paris trip today. You might have heard me mention it in the last week or two. I booked it today. I'm so excited for them. I wish I could go with them because I hear the castle is really cool and it has a dragon in it. So I'm going to ask them to check that out for me while they're there. So we are rolling into spring break season. My son is wrapping up spring break today, although he'll get off again for Easter. So it's the end of spring break, but it's not like it's his last couple days, his last time off for a while. I know next week there's some spring break. I know a lot of the schools have spring break rolling right into Easter. That's when my tutoring students have spring break this year. So, spring break is pretty much here. If you have not made plans and you want to try to put together something last minute for somewhere, let me know. I can't make you any guarantees, but I would be happy to do everything I can to help you find a great trip. Maybe you're not going away for spring break because you're planning on doing something bigger this summer or later this year. You can staycation and be a tourist in your own town. For me, that would mean the Science Center. There's some good stuff. I have I have good stuff around me. I could do the Science Center and the aquarium, which are only like a half hour. I could also head up to PA, which is only like an hour and a half, and do some factory tours. Um, there's also Hershey Park, but I don't think they're open yet. They don't usually start running on the weekends until May. But there is some other cool stuff in Hershey. There's the Hershey Chocolate Museum. There's a Hershey History Museum. There's a trolley tour that takes you through Hershey and kind of immerses you in history. I really liked that when I did it. My son was like 3. He had no interest, so he took a nap, but that was fine because he was quiet and happy. And the air conditioner's trolley. Let me try that again. The trolley is air conditioned and heated. So when we went in the summer, it gave us a nice cool down, just like I do at Walt Disney World when I hop the monorail and cool off that way. When the parks get crowded, that's an excellent thing to do with the littles. If you want to give them a little downtime to recharge, it's just hop on the monorail and just, it's a loop. Just stay on and do it 2 or 3 times until they're cooled off and recharged and in a better frame of mind. It also works very well for people like me who are sometimes cranky adults. Disney is magical, but even in the most magical of places, things still get to you sometimes. So if that happens to you, just go hop on the monorail, hop on the Skyliner. Um, take a bus back to your resort and take a nap if you really need one. Maybe go back to your resort and stick your feet in the pool for a bit. If it's check-in day and you're going next year and your travel was a little hairy, you'll have that free water park day starting in 2025. And you can just go to the water park and reset yourself. Don't forget there's also mini golf. There's Winterland, Summerland, and there's Fantasia themed mini golf. They're great ways to get out of the parks for a little bit and just kind of clear your head and turn your frown upside down, as the old saying goes. Okay. So we've talked about spring break. Parents, if it's spring break, summer vacation is going to be right around the corner. You can do some of the things I mentioned, like do a staycation and just like once or twice a month take a day and do a day trip somewhere for some factory tours or, a local attraction in your area that your kids have been asking about. But if you want to do something bigger than that, you could do a weekend in New York, see a Broadway show, eat at Ellen's Stardust Diner, window shop on Fifth Avenue. You can tour Central Park. There's lots and lots of good museums up there. There's also the 9/11 Memorial. There is the Freedom, what do they call it? The Freedom Tower. The building that replaced the World Trade Center, and I'm blanking on the proper name for it. I'm sorry, I don't mean to give it any disrespect. My brain is just not working that way today. Um, that's really cool. You can go up in there. You can do a boat out to the Statue of Liberty and tour Ellis Island. Um, there's lots of cool stuff, and I know there are a million things I didn't even mention. I know all the little neighborhoods have all kinds of special stuff they do too. Um, so if you want to do New York, let me know where in New York you want to go and we can find you some specific things. For the history buffs among us, there's Gettysburg. What is wrong with my brain today? I guess it's just done. Sorry about that. There's Gettysburg. You can do Boston. Um, there's a great duck tour in Boston. There's also, you can do the Boston Tea Party. Um, there's a tea room you can visit that's really cool. There's the Old North Church. That's cool to tour. And you can actually, at least when we were there pre-COVID, you could actually go up in the bell tower. I didn't do it because the steps were really rickety, and those of you who follow me know that rickety steps are not my friends. But somebody in my travel group went up, and it was kind of cool. It was one of those things that's cool to be there. It wasn't really like a good place to take pictures of or anything, but it was cool to be there. Let's see if we go south along the Mid-Atlantic. We have all those beaches. We have Rehoboth. We have Ocean City. We have Charleston. We have Nags Head. We have Myrtle Beach, which is known for beaches and golf. You can also go into Tybee Island. Is another good one that's like an hour past Charleston. It might be an hour and a half, but it's not far from Charleston. If you're going down that way, you can go down a little further. Tybee Island has a really cool lighthouse that you can go up into and tour, and that one was a spiral staircase, but they were good sturdy metal steps. So I held onto the railing really tight and went up and got some good pictures, got a great view, and came back down. So you can do that. That's a great one. Charleston has the tea plantation, which is really cool. They have a farmer's market on Market Street. There's the aircraft carrier that you can tour. There's also a submarine. Um, yeah, Patriots Point has the submarine and the aircraft carrier and a lot of that military stuff, which is cool for those military buffs among us. If you're doing history, you can also do Harper's Ferry, which is kind of in there too. Um, there's a carrier in New Jersey. Don't forget there is Norfolk has a bunch of naval stuff, including some actual. I believe they still have a lot of actual working naval things there. They are an active naval base, so you can do all that. Um, there's probably a little town around you too that you would love to just maybe visit the antique store. A lot of those places have festivals and stuff over the summer. So that might make a nice weekend trip, stay at an Airbnb maybe or somewhere a little off the beaten path and, check out the antique stores with your best buddy or your mom or somebody. Maybe you'll hit it when there's a quilt festival or their local Renaissance festival. I did that in Stoughton one weekend I think I want to say it was June. It was early summer. They had a Harry Potter festival. So we went to the Harry Potter festival in this little town, and it was kind of old fashioned, kind of really cool. They had a big college. A lot of the Harry Potter stuff was at the college, but it was just one of those old little towns that you don't see so much anymore. So that was really cool. Um, okay, so let's talk travel deals. I always tell you about the deals on Friday, so here they are. Disney has a four pack. Let's try that again. Four park magic ticket. These start on April 2nd. They run through September 22nd. You have to use all your days. You have a 7-day window from the time you use your first day to use all the tickets on your pass. Basically, you get admission to one park per day, and prices are start at $99 per day. We all know that ticket prices vary a little bit. So it starts at $396 plus tax. Um, if you don't want to do Magic Kingdom, maybe Magic Kingdom is just not for you. That's not the age of your kids. That's not somewhere you really have an interest in going. There's also a three park ticket that starts at $89 a day. It has the same dates, the same everything, except that it's only three parks and Magic Kingdom is not one of them. So it would be Epcot, Animal Kingdom, and Hollywood Studios. But I know a lot of people that would work for because I don't know, I always go to Magic because I love the kingdom, the castle and the whole kingdom feel. I love the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. I love Big Thunder Railroad. I like to see how they're coming along with Tiana's ride. But that's me. That's not everybody. So if Magic Kingdom is just not your thing, then maybe you want to do the three park ticket. Florida residents. Hi, Florida people. They have some deals for you. They have a 4-day pass that you can do, and it's $59 per day. They have a 2-day pass that's $199 plus tax. Um, if you want to go to Disneyland, oh no, wait, I have another Florida resident thing before I switch gears here. They also have hotel discounts of up to 30% for Florida residents. So, and that's between March 25th, which is like 10 days from now, and June 6th. So if you want to go for a weekend and you don't want to have to drive back and forth, you want to just stay and close the park down, whatever, you can do that. There are some resort deals out there for you. Switching coasts to our West Coast park, the Disneyland Resort Hotel has some discounts if you book Sunday through Thursday, from March 11th, which is already happening, through June 6th. So if you want to get out there in the next couple weeks, in the next month, maybe you want to do the Food and Wine Festival at Disney's California Adventure, there is a hotel discount for you. So just a thought. Not to be outdone, Universal also has a couple deals. They have 20% off a stay of 4 nights or more. They also have 25% off a package, which is 5 nights, and park tickets for all three parks. So they're kind of your universal options. Of course, you can always build your own package. I'm always happy to help you do that. Don't forget there's some Harry Potter magic you can add in there. If you're traveling with littles, you can perhaps do a themed room depending on where you're going, or not where you're going, when you're going. You can do Jurassic Park, you can do Minions, and I forget the third one. It's not Harry Potter. Um, they also have one at Hard Rock Cafe that I think is a musician themed one. Don't forget, Hard Rock Cafe, you can like rent guitars and turntables and all kinds of stuff in your hotel room. They have some really cool things. Okay, where are we going next? Let's cruise next. Disney Cruise Line has some deals, of course. 2025 dates are beginning to open up. They're not all open, but we're pretty much open through the summer and into the fall. So if you want to do that and book early so that you can get your choice of room, go for it. Virgin Voyages has 60% off your second sailor. And if you want to do Viking, they have free international airfare, reduced rates, and a $25 deposit. I had somebody that traveled last summer. She didn't actually travel with me because I wasn't Viking certified yet. But she had she did one of those deals where you did the $25 deposit and they threw in your airfare. She and her friend had an absolute blast. She did Prague and Paris. She said they got really, really lost in Paris, but it all turned out okay. Um, but it was a fabulous trip. So that's something else you can do. Remember, Virgin Voyages and Viking are adult only. If you want to do a cruise line other than Disney for a family cruise, I know Disney is not for everybody. I absolutely adore it, but I realize not everybody agrees with me. You could do Princess. I just went to a training for Princess on Tuesday. They have some really cool things. They have some really cool ships coming. So if you would be curious about that, I can help you with that. Um, and don't forget, there's also Carnival, the fun ship. Um, and I can also help you put together, if you want to, head down the coast and stop at a couple of those little towns along the way or whatever on your way to the Florida Keys. We can work that out. Um, Colorado is a great place in the summer. They have a really good science center. So does Boston. NOAA is also in Colorado. So is Red Rocks. So you could do a music weekend. Go out to Colorado, do some sightseeing things, take in a concert at Red Rocks. It makes a great weekend. Okay, so I hope I've gotten your little travel gears thinking, and the little, the wheels are turning. When you figure out what you want and I can help you, please let me know. It's always happy. I'm always happy to help, and it's always good to travel with a friend like Jen. And I will see you next week. I hope everybody has a good week, and I hope everybody that's celebrating St. Patrick's Day this weekend has a great weekend. I'll see you next week. Bye.